Hey guys, Karaksid here with another review. This time I'll be doing the 4-mode Henkei Deluxe Gangan Saber from Kamen Ghost. This is Kamen Ghost's main weapon that can transform between various modes and interact with the Ghost Driver to perform special attacks. So this set includes two things, the Gangan Saber and one Ghost icon. So let's get started. First off, we have the Gangan Saber in its default blade mode. So this has got a pretty interesting design, and it's definitely got some similarities to the aesthetic of the Ghost Driver itself. And see that it's got a general design of having a kind of black and silver color scheme with bits of clear blue, as well as orange for the grip. You'll see right here, Kamen Ghost's icon, or his symbol, which is an eye with a spirit orb in the center. A lot of nice molded detail going along the blade. The ears are also continued along the back. The handle has a similar kind of pattern to it as the trigger for the Ghost Driver. Have the base there with more of those mold-on screws or bolts that have been seen so far. The trigger here, on-off switch right there, speakers here, and it has two battery compartments, one here and one here. It takes 3 AAA batteries, 2 in the handle, then 1 in the blade. The included ghost icon is the Musashi ghost icon, containing the soul of Musashi Miyamoto, a famous samurai known for inventing the two-sword style of swordsmanship, or basically creating a school for that kind of style. This one has a red color to it. You have the cigarette on top with 01 and Musashi written on it, as well as the symbol. Of course, we have the modes: normal icon mode or normal eye mode, the numbering 01, your transformation mode with the symbol of 2 crossed swords, and the special attack mode with 2 whirling swords. Bring in the Ghost Driver, you can test it out. And with that, you have the transformation sound for Kamen Ghost Musashi Damshi, which gives Ghost expert sword fighting skills. And you have the Omega Drive. And the Omedama. So next, to test out the electronics, we'll switch it on using the on and off switch back here, which will, like the Ghost Driver, give an announcement and a light.
Gangan Saber!
You'll see a white light coming from the left side of the blade, and also similar to the Ghost Driver, this makes use of a multicolor LED. And so for each mode, it'll be a different light color to correspond to a different form. So in blade mode, Dragon Trail will give you a single sound, and orange light to show that's aligned with Orai Damashi. Then activate the special attack, bring in the Ghost Driver, which I have here, with the Orai Ghost Kaigan inside. you're going to line up the eye on the Saber with the icon here for eye contact.
Omega break!
And I'll activate its special attack, which is the Omega Break. And each mode actually has a different name for its special attack. Now, just as a little thing to note, is that I actually have the Ghost Driver off. So there's no electronic device anywhere within the Ghost Driver that activates these special attacks. In fact, I can actually take out the icon, and it'll still work. And that's because there's actually a little magnet right here below where the eye is. And you can see it quite clearly when the Ghost Driver's lights are going off. And so this activates a sensor within the Gangan Saber that's here on the eye part to activate the finisher attack. Switching it back on.
Gangan Saber!
The first mode change. All of the mode changes revolve around this part here on the right side of the blade. To start, press this button on the back and hold it, then pull up to remove. And it can be a little bit tricky, you just want to pull enough to get it out. Then take this part here, take the inner part, and rotate it down on a hinge to create a second sword for Nitoryu mode, or dual wield mode, or rather, two sword style mode, though it can also be called dual wield mode. This is used for Musashi Damashi. As you can see, though the second sword is thinner, it is actually the same length as the first sword. So, pulling through, you'll now get one of two alternating sounds, with a red light for Musashi Damashi. And though you don't need to have any Ghost Icon in there, I'll just put in the Musashi Ghost Icon for effect. And activate eye contact.
Omega Thrash!
And so for Nitoryu mode, the finisher attack is the Omega Slash. For the next mode, first push in this button on the back and tilt down the handle. Then fold back up the second sword by holding down these two buttons and folding back up this part to clip into place. Then, flipping it around from how it was originally, line this part up, slide into place, and slide it back in there to create gun mode. This takes the blade mode, tilts down the handle, then flips around the opposite side of the blade to create a scope. And this mode is aligned with Ezen Damashi, so it has a yellow light. And once again, two alternating sounds. Then I'll switch to Ezen Damashi and activate the eye contact.
Omega Shoot!
And gun mode special attack is the Omega Shoot. And for the final mode, switch the handle back to how it was originally. Remove the blade part. Then take it and latch it in down here so that the blade is facing forward. This will create Naginata mode. And so this basically doubles the length by taking the blade and then putting it down on the bottom. So this one also has two alternating sounds. It has a blue light. Now while this would indicate an alignment with Nuen Damashi, it's not likely to ever be used by Nuen Damashi since that form has two planet-like orbs over its fist for its gravity control powers. But, even so, I'll switch in the Noon Ghost icon, and once more, activate eye contact.
Kaigan! Omega Stream!
And this special attack is Omega Stream. Now the way this all works is that this part is basically a key to activate different micro switches for the different modes. If you look in here, you can see two micro switches, then one is right down there. So with no micro switches pressed, it has the Nitoryu mode sounds. You can see there's a little bump right here. I'll hit the micro switches depending on which way it's aligned. So pressing the left one activates blade mode. Pressing the right one activates gun mode. And pressing the one on the bottom activates Naginata mode. However, if you take a look here, you can see that there are also 3 more micro switches. That's because this actually has more modes that it can get by buying the Ghost Gadget series, which are Kamen Rider Ghost's little helper robots, similar to things like the memory gadgets or the can droids. Which is certainly quite interesting. And what you can also see is that there are a couple of rails on either side of the blade, which does seem to imply that it's most likely going to have another device that can later on attach to the Gangan Saber for a new mode that is not accessed by the Ghost Gadgets. And there you go. Overall, the Gangan Saber is a really fun toy and a very nice weapon for Kamen Rider Ghost. And like with the Ghost Driver, it does have similarities to past Rider weapons, the main one being in resemblance to Master Rider Denno's Den Gasher, thanks to it having 4 modes for 4 different forms. It also bears some resemblance to kind of the Drive weapons with how its finisher attack is activated in conjunction with the belt. And with it being able to use the Ghost Gadgets, it makes it similar to Kamen Rider Devil's weapons, mainly the Metal Shaft and Trigger Magnum, since the memory gadgets could attach to those. So it's definitely a fun thing to definitely a fun thing to pick up if you already have the Ghost Driver. But as I showed, even if you don't have it, you can still activate the special attacks if you just use a magnet on here. And it's also nice if you want to get the deluxe quality version of the Musashi Ghost icon. So whatever the case, this is definitely recommendable, since it's something that you'll be able to expand upon later down the line. So next time, I'll be reviewing LBX Hunter. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, or share it. You can check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/KRX50. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.